What's up guys, welcome back to another video. It's another hot one out today. It's about 85 degrees right now. High is 90 and we've had probably about a week where it hasn't rained. So finally, I think we're done with the spring rain and we're here in the hot summer heat now. Every day it's been in the mid 90s as the high. So heat index is in the hundreds. But at least it hasn't been too humid, so it hasn't been that warm. But most of the chickens are hanging out in the barn cooling off. The other ones are out here by the water. We're taking dirt baths. Gonna have to clean out the waters again, and I certainly don't get as dirty as fast with the ducks. I'll talk about the ducks in a second here, since they're just all over the place. But this turkey's been doing good. Pretty sure this is a tom. He's the only one we have left, and I think the whole ordeal with all the other turkeys has passed, and he's nice and healthy out here. But I know with that breed, they can get pretty hot in the summer heat. Same with some of these chickens, but they got plenty of shade all over the place. And a lot of clouds today, so that helps with the heat. But turkey's doing good, and the rest of the birds are too. There's hardly any wind out here today. There's Rosie the pig. She's out here in her pen. Been making a lot of noises in her house. But I want to talk about the ducks. And so we used to have this whole pen for the ducks just recently when we moved the turkeys in here with them. But now we only have the one turkey. And so we had the 6 new ducks and the 5 other ducks, the white ones, which are over there right now playing in the little swamp. But so what happened with these ducks is about 3 days ago, well, lately I've had the brown ducks, the newer ones, out free ranged, and they've been doing good on that for a week. I don't really know where they are right now. They have been trying to get under the pool deck over there. Probably where they are, cool off under there. But well, 3 days ago on these ducks, I had 5, and 3 of them just disappeared, and I thought that something got it, or they just wandered off to another pond, since a lot of our neighbors have ponds too, so they could do that. But they were like that, and I kept these ducks in the pen while the other ones were still free ranged, trying to figure out where the other ones went, and I gave up on those since they weren't coming back. And then this morning, none of the ducks were in the pen, and then they all showed up together, these 4 of them. The one of the female ducks is still missing somewhere. I don't know if she'll show up since these ones did, or she's trying to sit on an egg somewhere or something like that. But the other 2 ducks showed up with these guys, with the mallards, since they were the only ones left, and now they're back here, and I'm free ranging them. And I'm gonna open this chicken, or this pen, back up to the chickens, since I don't want to just leave it here blank, and chickens will like that. And ducks liked it too, since there's a lot of flowers and things growing in there. But I was hoping that these ducks would go down to our main pond, which is actually a pond, not just this water puddle out here. But so I have no idea what's going on with the ducks, where they went or disappeared to and came back. So keep watching them, but for now they're free ranged and they like it. There's the other ducks. Still have 5 of those. They're the buff ducks, and then over here I have the pekin and mallards. Since our garden already failed completely, I still have some onions growing in random pots and some strawberries. But I think yesterday I went around blackberry bushes, which are down there. We have tons more than that. Loops around that whole entire 10-acre field. I picked more than a pound of blackberries off them, and they're still early in season, so they still have a lot more to produce. These goats' ropes have just been worn out, so finally gave up on those, and we're getting new ropes for them to stake off throughout the field. But they're just in the round pen eating this grass for now. this wild hen's still trying to sit on eggs up there, and should be coming to the end of the nest I gave her recently. Gave her new eggs, so I don't think she's gonna hatch any this year. Last year she hatched out him. Now she follows him around everywhere, but she's still broody. She's taking a break right now. Still have quite a bit of broody hens on the nest. I have 3 right now, so less than we had. We had 8 early spring, so at least some of the ones that have been on there for a long time finally broke. This girl right here, do not like getting eggs at night from her because she will peck you like crazy. And the Buff Orpingtons, they're really calm on the nest. They'll let me get their eggs without any problem. But egg production is still pretty good. It's definitely a lot less. I'm getting 2 to 3 dozen eggs still a day, which is really good for 100-degree heat, but not as good as 5 dozen, which you get in the early spring. I'm still debating on whether to get more turkeys. But the turkey I have right here is kind of a cross between a broad-breasted and heritage breed. And I got these special, and it's the first order they had at the hatchery. I got it, so I do like this breed, but the original breed I was going to get is just the colorful heritage bronze turkeys, and I have those available, and they're all straight run, but I can pick them out. I would probably get same order as last time, 1 tom and 6 hens, but still debating on whether to get them. I don't want to get them right now because it's very hot, and I don't want them to grow up in the brooder or in the outside pen too hot, so I'll keep that in mind. So don't really want to get any more ducks at the moment, just focus on chickens and maybe get more turkeys, since I really like them. Just very unfortunate what happened to all of them. So a little update on Ivan, and this is my main rooster, and he's had bumblefoot or something like that that just makes their feet swollen for a little bit, and then it usually goes back to normal within a couple weeks. But I never separated him since he's at the very top of the pecking order, and no one messes with him. So he's doing better, but usually at the end, once all the swelling goes down, they'll take it off the ground since it hurts a little bit, but usually the next day it's completely fine, so he's doing good on that. Got all the chickens hanging out here. It really cools off in the evening, drops like 20 degrees. You get a little breeze come through here. A lot of the chickens, when we had too many roosters that were overbred, are getting their feathers back, and I did have a few chickens molting, like this girl right here. Got all the chickens on the roost now. Sun's starting to set. About 8:30 out here, and counted up all the eggs. Got about 3.5 dozen, so good for what they've been doing, especially on a hot day. Most of everybody's in here, and the turkey, and he'll fly up here with his big wings, get up here with the chickens, and they get along with him well. When I first put him in here, they kind of went after him, but they're all good with him. So I think eventually I will get more turkeys since I really like them and they're a good bird to keep even with the chickens. So they're very friendly too, much more than ducks and some of these chickens. Thanks so much for watching the video, guys. Make sure you share the videos with your friends, and I'll see you next time.